Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Kevin Kwan. Welcome back to this channel, Taste of Asian Food. Last few days, my brother-in-law invited us for lunch at one of the local Chinese restaurants. And one of the dishes they serve is a combination of glass noodles with shrimp. And I pretty like that dish, and so upon coming back home in the last few days, I tried to replicate it, and I think I did it pretty well. So for today's recipe is gonna be a combination of shrimp and glass noodle in a clay pot. Let's take a look how to make it. These are the ingredients for this recipe. I have some medium-sized shrimps, about 14 pieces, and then some glass noodles. The glass noodle is also called cellophane noodles. And then over here I have some aromatics to make it really fragrant. Chopped ginger, chopped garlic, white section of the green onion, some chilies, really up to you whether you want the spiciness, some water to cook it. And the rest are the common seasoning ingredients for Chinese cuisine that I'm going to use in this recipe. Some ground white pepper, salt and sugar. And the other three are light soy sauce, oyster sauce, and some Chinese wine. First thing first, the glass noodles or the cellophane noodle has to be rehydrated by soaking in water before use. Let's soak the glass noodles in water for about 20 minutes. It should be enough time to soften it. Keep it aside. Let's deal with the shrimp right now. Well, different people will treat the shrimp with a different way. Some people will just remove the head and keep the shell on before cooking, and some will take away the head and also the shell and discard the shell and the head. But for today, I'm going to keep the shell and also the shrimp and use it to make a shrimp broth. So the way to do it is to get the shrimp and remove the head. Remove the head and also the shell. Okay, and then devein the shrimp by using a toothpick. So this is shrimp. You find the section that is between two sections over here, all right? And then you just poke inside and slowly push up, and you'll find there is a digestion tract there. Can you see that? Yeah. So what you need to do is just to pull it out. Hey, okay. Pull it out, put it straight, pull it out. Okay, it's gone. All right, that's how to do it the easiest way, by using a toothpick. I've removed the shrimp's head and also the shell and also deveined it and washed thoroughly. So now what I'm going to do is that I'll put it onto a piece of paper towel to remove as much water as possible, because I'm going to slightly fry the shrimp. Let's get back to the glass noodles. Yes, it's already soft. So now let's remove the glass noodle from the water. Since the glass noodles are quite long, so I prefer to use a pair of scissors to give it a few cuts to make it shorter. So we have got all the ingredients ready. It's time to cook. Let's heat some oil in the pan to saute the 4 ingredients that we have chopped it into small pieces, namely the garlic, ginger, chili, and the green onion. Let's start by putting in the ginger first. And then followed by the chopped garlic. And then the green onion, the white section of the green onion. And lastly, part of the chili. And I'm going to keep some of the chili for garnishing. Once all these ingredients turn aromatic, add the shrimp and turn to medium heat. Basically, what I'm going to do is to pan fry the shrimp so that to give it a little extra flavor. Shrimp cook pretty fast, so within a minute, I'm going to turn it to the other side. The color has already changed. It is pretty straightforward. Once it turns color on both sides, remove from the pan. Now it's time to make the shrimp broth. You do need to wash the pan. Just remove the shrimp from the pan and then put all the shrimp head and the shell into it. And let it cook over medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes until you can really smell the aroma that, permeate your whole kitchen. Keep stirring so that it really have a little frying effect on it to really bring out the flavor. At the same time, use your spatula to press the head so that the flavor inside the head will be released. Now it's getting very hot and you can really smell the aroma. You really permeate the whole kitchen. So now turn down the heat and then add water. And let it further cook for a few more minutes to extract the flavor from the shrimp head and the shell. Now let's take a look. The color has already changed to yellowish, reddish. And now you are pretty sure that the flavor of the shrimp inside the head and the shell has already been released into the broth. So what's next is to remove the shell and the head and discard it and keep the broth and use the broth to cook together with the glass noodles and the shrimp. Let's do it. That's how it looks like. Press the shell and the head to release as much shrimp broth as possible. Look at it. So now there are two ways to do it. Either you can use the pan that I used to cook the shrimp just now, or use a clay pot. And I'm going to use the clay pot to cook it because I'm going to serve it by using the clay pot. It looks good so that I don't need to transfer the shrimp to another serving plate. Remember, we have not seasoned the broth and also the shrimp so far, so it's time to do it. Now add whatever ingredients, whatever seasoning that I have already prepared. The salt, sugar, and all the sauces all put inside. Pepper and the wine, the oyster sauce, and the light soy sauce. Let's do a taste test to see how's the taste like. Really nice shrimp concentrate. When the broth starts boiling, add the glass noodles. Let it cook for a minute or two to absorb all the flavor. Okay, now let's put the shrimp back and cook together with the glass noodles. Remember, the shrimp is already cooked, so probably 80 to 90% cooked. So now we just need to cook for another minute or two and it is done. What I'm going to do is to partially cover it for a minute. Okay, this way. Okay, it's done. Now let me show you the glass noodles. It's nearly absorbed all the broth and it becomes incredibly delicious. And you can garnish with some coriander leaves, a few as decorations, and it's time to enjoy. That's how to make my glass noodle with shrimp in a clay pot, a typical Cantonese dish. And I hope you will love this recipe, and I've included it in the description below the video and also at the end of the video for your reference. Please subscribe, tap the notification and give me a thumbs up, and if you ever try to make it at home, let me know the result in the comments. See you soon. Bye for now.